Yesterday, during Dovetail Direct, Train Sim World 6 was officially revealed. And I have to say that this is one of the most exciting announcements we've had in a long time. For months, I had been speculating about what the future of the franchise might look like, even making a few videos with my own predictions. Of course, not everything I imagined turned out to be correct, but the direction that Dovetail has taken with this new release feels strong and, in my opinion, gives the game exactly the push it needed. But before jumping into the most juicy part, let's understand what we get. As with previous launches, Train Sim World 6 arrives in multiple editions: Starter Pack, Standard, Deluxe, and Special Edition. However, what stands out the most for me is the free upgrade option. If you already own TSW5, you'll be able to upgrade to TSW6 without any cost during a 6-week window after launch. It's not the first time we see that, and I'm 100% for this. This upgrade gives you the core improvements that come with the new version. And while we don't yet know if all older DLC will take advantage of these features, in theory they should, unless a route simply doesn't support the changes. Either way, upgrading for free is definitely worth it, because it sets the foundation for all upcoming DLC, which will be released exclusively for TSW6 from now on. The Standard Edition once again follows the familiar trio formula: one UK route, one German route, and one American route. For the UK, we have the Riviera line, a fan favorite and historic route that is both scenic and nostalgic. It comes with 2 trains in GWR livery for the first time: the Class 802 B-Mode multiple unit and the Class 150, which we've previously seen with the Cardiff City route, but now arrives as a much more up-to-date version, complete with improved sounds, animations, and other refinements. Moving over to the Germany, this one receives a major expansion of the existing Dresden route, extending it all the way to Leipzig. This doubles the length to 106 kilometers. It may not be the longest route out there, but it's definitely not a short one either, and there's a lot to do. What I appreciate here is that it's not just high-speed rail. It also features a strong commuter service offering. In the preview footage, the lines did look a bit empty, especially over the yards, and I wasn't too happy about that because we got a lot of rolling stock for it, which includes the return of the Gen 4 Dostos coaches, the DBBR 146, the Talent 2, and the DBBR 185, which we are very familiar with already. High-speed fans will be pleased to see the Iced Tea making an appearance once again. As disappointed as I am with the traffic, and honestly having seen better standalone DLCs covering busier routes, I'm still totally on board with this extension, especially if standalone DLCs from previous releases like the DBBR 187 and others end up layering onto the route, even though that hasn't been confirmed yet. Over in the United States, the featured route is the Morristown line from New York to Dover. This one looks particularly interesting because it combines scenic forested stretches with populated suburban areas, offering plenty of variety across the length of the route. It comes with the ALP46 and its cab car, as well as the Aero 3 EMU making its first debut to the game, giving players a good mix of electric services. Additionally, the unbranded SD40-2 coming from the free starter pack is being added to the training center, joining the lineup of locomotives available for practice and tutorials. It's not something really wow. SD40-2 is a very overused and known locomotive by the community, but I guess they wanted to fill the gaps of American content added, or at least giving the impression of volume. Finally, the Standard Edition will retail at £44.99, $49.99 and €49.99. Every edition also offers a 10% pre-order discount, loyalty discounts, and 5 days of early access. Moving on to the Deluxe Edition, this version includes everything from the standard package, but also introduces 3 new locomotives that add extra variety to each of the main routes. For the UK, we finally see the Class 220 Voyager in cross-country livery, which is honestly one of the most exciting additions for me personally. For the US, there's the ALP 45DP, and for Germany, the DBBR 294 joins the lineup. The Deluxe Edition is priced at £64.99, $79.99 in euros, likely before any discounts are applied. Finally, the Special Edition includes everything from both the Standard and Deluxe Editions. And on top of that, it bundles in 5 previously released routes at a more affordable price. This is the plan for collectors or anyone who had been planning to buy these routes. This edition offers a great deal at £104.99, $119.99, and €119.99. But the real highlights of TSW6 don't just come from routes and trains, they come from the new features. While career mode and multiplayer are still absent, we finally see the arrival of random events, a feature the community has been asking for since the very beginning. Under this new system, you can experience unexpected situations during services, such as signal delays or temporary speed restrictions due to issues along the line. On top of that, trains themselves can suffer from random failures, ranging from broken wipers and faulty tilting systems to traction problems, brake failures, or even lighting malfunctions. According to feedback, around 85% of players feel that train failures will add a huge boost to realism in the simulator. Each of these events will come with ways to manage and respond, which we'll see demonstrated in future preview streams. Another long-requested feature finally arrives as well: station and onboard announcements. If you watched the live stream, you probably heard just how good they sound, and this addition really helps bring immersion to the next level. The Take a Ticket segment also returned, highlighting third-party contributions and DTG's further projects. 2 new countries were revealed for the first time: Czechia from Vector Simulations, featuring an 80 km route through the Jezera Mountains, along with the Class 750 and 843, and Portugal, developed by Virtuavia 360, offering suburban services around Lisbon with the Class 3500 EMU. We also got a new look at the Tadami line, which impressed everyone with its unprecedented level of detail. DTG themselves showcased other projects currently in development, including the Stuttgart to Heilbronn route set in the early 2000s, featuring the DBBR 140 with Wittenberger Steuerwagen coaches. A US route is also coming, featuring the Metro North M8 EMU. Third-party developers were heavily featured too. Just Trains is working on a route from Crewe to Preston set in 1986 with the Class 47-3 and Class 20. All Aboard Studios is creating Birmingham to Crewe, set in 2019 with the Class 350. Now, worth mentioning, I'm not sure these 2 routes going to link via route hopping, since they're set in different timelines. And finally, Train Sim Germany is developing their second expert-level locomotive, the DBBR 145, along with brand new T3000's e-container wagons, and additional content for the Dresden-Leipzig route in TSW6. The roadmap also revealed even more upcoming content that wasn't directly discussed in the live stream, such as the Avanti Class 805 from All Aboard Studios, the Class 142 Pacer unit, the DBBR 420, the Santa Fe gameplay pack, and even a future GWR-HST farewell pack from Grump Dog Games. And with a future roadmap livestream coming in a couple of hours, we can expect some images too. We'll talk about everything short after, and as a DLC is getting closer also. Overall, my impression is that TSW6 really knows where to push forward. The addition of random events and train failures feels like a massive leap in realism, and the fact that these features come free with the upgrade makes the move from TSW5 to TSW6 a must-have. Of course, we don't see improvements yet to the livery editor or the scenario planner, but I think they didn't want to push everything at once. Most likely, these areas will receive attention in the future. Maybe even with TSW7, which, let's be honest, we can already anticipate for next year. For now, I'm really curious to see the preview streams coming soon, and I'll definitely keep an eye on the roadmap as more details are revealed. Personally, I'm still a bit disappointed that we haven't seen the P42 DC added to the game. It feels like a missed opportunity. But now I want to hear from you. Will you be buying TSW6? If yes, what convinced you the most to get it? And if not, what are your main concerns? Or what were you hoping to see that wasn't included? I was Alex, and see you in the next one.
If yes, what convinced you the most to get it? And if not, what are your main concerns? Or tell me what were you hoping to see that wasn't included? In the end, I was Alex, and see you in the next one.